What's up, WWE Universe, fellow Retro Bros? How y'all doing? Welcome to the Retro Bros YouTube channel, and welcome to Retro RawDown, episode 11. I am Nat. I'm in the house. I'm ready to rock and roll, and so will my fellow Retro Bros podcast co-host CJ. He will be joining me later in the show tonight. And once he does, we will get into our SmackDown portion of our reviews. Um, for anyone who's new to this channel or new to this show, basically what we do here is we give a review of this past week's Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown every week, and we give like views, opinions, and what I like to do, especially, is give certain match points, what I thought of them, and what I thought of them overall, and certain moves in a match that I thought were more outstanding than others. And what I'm going to do, actually, as a little bonus, sort of like a good news, bad news kind of thing. I'll get the bad news out of the way, and then I'll bring it up a bit later on as well. The bad news is that next week I will be MIA. I'll be missing in action, and but the good news is you all will be graced with my fellow Retro Bro CJ. He will be glad to give you the lowdown on RawDown, if you will. But like I said, he'll join me later on this show. And the little bonus is I will be sending out my predictions, or as Paul Heyman would say, some of them are spoilers, as to what I feel will happen at next week's premium live event, or pay per view, as I call them. Of course, next weekend, Saturday, November the 5th, is Crown Jewel. And I will be glad to give my match predictions, at least, which unfortunately I will not be available to give my reviews on those matches, but I'll be more than happy to give my predictions during this show. No problem. And I see I have one viewer here. It's nice to see, and uh, I would love to see more. We did great on last week's Raw Down show with a lot of chatters, so feel free to make any comments, questions. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions and give feedback on any comments you all may have. And if you like what you're seeing, and if you like what you all have seen so far when it comes to our Retro Raw Down shows, as well as any other pay-per-view reviews we've done over the past few months, please feel free to move your cursor and your arrow over to the subscribe button on YouTube. We'll be more than happy to welcome you in with open arms and fill you in with your wrestling feedback and news and opinions. And we're very open-minded channel here. We welcome all opinions, good and bad. And if you do subscribe to us, we will be very glad to give you a big Chad Gable and say thank you. Thank you very much. But as I've always said too, if you don't like us and don't subscribe to us, well, we just got two words for you. Suck it. There he is. Hey, there's CJ. CJ's
What
in the.
up?
What's up, bro?
How you doing?
Bro, how you doing?
How
How
you
you doing?
doing?
How you doing, eh?
How you doing?
What's up? How you doing, eh? How you like my intro, bro? Huh?
Hey, that was a good intro. Hey,
Excellent, excellent. Thank you,
hey, you're
thank
welcome.
you, thank you. Well,
Well, look,
now,
guys.
now, yeah,
We're
go
getting
on, CJ.
started here.
Mhm.
Right? You're getting started.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go into Raw. So, CJ, along with all of our viewers here, you'll be getting the lowdown on RawDown, if you will.
These
Yeah,
two?
yeah. Unfortunately, CJ, you missed out on Raw. Eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I went to Blackhawk here in Colorado, which is where we keep pretty much all of our good casinos. And I may
Ooh.
have had a little bit of too much of this. And
You seem okay. You seem okay.
well, thank you. I try.
You
Um,
seem pretty good for the wear.
you should have seen me on Monday.
Hmm.
That's a different story. Oh, I had fun on Monday. I went up
Hmm.
with $80 and I came back with like $7. So
Okay,
I
that's
mean,
all right. That's okay. You know
but
what?
but
I've been doing a little bit of gambling of my own.
can I
Like
do a little story time?
here in Canada or here in Ontario, we got the like the lottery and gaming, right? So sometimes I would do like online casino or just yesterday I caught the first time in a few months I like to play bingo.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Can
I
I do a
caught a
story
bingo
time?
session and I did okay, but didn't win much. But at least I got to yell bingo.
Can I do a bit of story time? So is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
What? I'm sorry. What were you saying? What?
Monday I went up to Blackhawk
Yeah.
and I left my wallet up there.
Oh no.
And
Shoot.
Blackhawk, if you're not here in Thornton, Colorado, Blackhawk is a nice hour and 45-minute drive there and
Hmm.
back.
Hmm.
So it's a good length away.
Yeah.
And fortunately enough, I had my uncle who I went with both times. He took me up there on Monday, and then yesterday he took me back up there to pick up the wallet.
Oh
And
wow. Good.
good thing the
Yeah.
wallet was there. And
Hmm.
I they called me on Thursday, and they said, "Yeah, we have your wallet." I'm like, "Okay, great." And Ronnie, my uncle Ronnie, who I
Hmm.
watch Rob with on Mondays, he was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, well, we'll just go on Friday and I'll pick it up. I have Friday off. I'll go pick it up with you." And
Hmm.
so he took me and we picked it up. And while we were up there, I played a little bit of blackjack, 21.
Mm.
I was up
Wow.
$100.
Ooh.
I lost.
Excellent.
I dropped it
Excellent.
from 100 to $15. So
Oh shit. I know the feeling.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
when I do the online casino,
yeah, yeah,
I would be up a couple $100, but I would just piss it right away. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh,
You're on such,
it's
the
addiction. You
problem
know.
is you're on such a high, and then all of a sudden it just cuts your legs off.
That's right.
Not
That's
even
exactly
fair.
right. It's crazy.
There's no warning. It's just like, okay, you're here. Time to take you here. You know, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
And
Now
then
speaking of,
afterwards, and while I was at the casino, I had a
mhm,
blue moon. And then afterwards, my uncle and I, we went to Old Chicago for dinner.
mhm,
And I don't know if you have Old Chicago in Canada or not, but
mhm,
it's like a bar and grill. And so
yeah.
we ate there. Do you have Old Chicago in Canada?
Chicago. What is that? Like a bar and grill?
Old Chicago, it's like a restaurant.
No, I can't remember ever seeing one, at least around where I am. No,
Well, Old
no.
Chicago is popular here in the U.S., and so we
Uh-huh.
went to one. I had two blue moons, and then I came home.
Wow. Nice. I was wondering actually. I was thinking of both you and Frank tonight. Shout out to our fellow Retro Bros podcaster
I
Frank.
want to, I want to say,
You
uh,
guys, hockey teams are facing up tonight.
yeah, I want to say
The
something.
Islanders and the Avalanche. Yeah.
I have tried to communicate with Frank over the past couple of weeks, and
Hmm.
he's just not been very responsive. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if it's just because it's the World Series and he's not paying attention to Facebook, but I hope to hear from Frank soon. And if I don't, then I will do a live watch along of Invasion. So
No, you know what? He just got back to me tonight. Actually, he was saying he's been very busy lately. I didn't ask him with what. I mean, that's none of my business. But he got back to me tonight, and I'll give a little plug out. Actually, so we're gonna be doing a pay per view review on November the 9th. That's a Wednesday around 12 p.m. Bianca time, EST time. So that's going to be about the Survivor Series in 1992. So we'll do our review on that. And yeah, like I said, I was just thinking about both of you guys tonight because your hockey teams are facing off tonight against each other.
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
So here's what's gonna happen here, folks. For this portion of the show, Natasha
Matt,
here, I almost said
Matt,
Natalia, but
Matt.
Natasha is going to
Oh,
cover Raw, and then
that's right.
she is going to Facebook message me and let
That's
me
right.
know, hey, come back on, ready for
Yeah,
SmackDown,
that's right.
and I'll come back on.
That's
So
right. You got it.
I'm gonna dip out here.
All
So
right.
Natasha, I'll see you in a couple minutes. You
Sure.
guys
Sounds
go
good.
off, have
Yep.
fun. I'll see you
Thank
for
you.
SmackDown.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, CJ. All right, so there you go, y'all. So we'll see CJ in a little while. And just before I send him that message to come back, I'll sneak in my crown jewel prediction so I can get that all out of context, and then we could share about with the SmackDown reviews. Okay, so we'll start off here with Monday Night Raw, and the first match we have here is of course Finn Balor representing the Judgment Day against Carl Anderson representing the OC, the Good Brothers. So one of the first moves I noticed here was I wrote here low drop kick from Anderson out of corner to Balor's left knee. So Anderson had been focusing on Balor's knee for at least the first few minutes of the match, and then was able to deliver a low drop kick right to the knee of Balor. So I found that very accurate and well done, put together kind of a move. And like with a more high impact move like a drop kick, to be able to lower it down to around the legs or the knees or even lower than that is pretty impressive. So good move by Anderson. And then next I wrote down here dragon screw leg twist by Anderson on the middle rope. So yeah, it's kind of like a submission, but obviously if it was done on the ropes, it had to be released. But in terms of good moves, overall Anderson was pretty much holding down his ground like ever since ever since the OC came back. They weren't just sitting at home. The guys were still sort of like training and wrestling around, so they weren't necessarily showing any ring rust, if you will. So again, another good move by Anderson. And another thing I wrote here was it was it was a good idea actually to match up both Balor and Anderson together because they're hey, hi there, Bakery Music, welcome, welcome to the show. Yeah, yeah, it's good to see you. My buddy CJ's been raving about you, so good to see you up here. Darn right, I'm the goat. I'm the boat too. Thank you, Bakery Music. Okay, so again, it was a good idea to have both Balor and Anderson matched against each other because they actually know each other very well in terms of moves and styles. They had fought together a lot, like not just obviously not just in WWE, but in Japan and other places around the world. So they're very familiar with each other. So that always makes for an excellent match, not just a very good one, but an excellent match. And of course, they're they're both very well matched in terms of experience. And I even said too that it would be the same thing if there was a match with Luke Gallows and Damian Priest. You know, you got the two bigger guys of the teams, like you know the bigger guy the bigger guy in the Judgment Day, or the biggest guy in the Judgment Day, is Damian Priest, and then of course you got Luke Gallows, the more powerhouse of the OC. So they too would definitely be well matched against each other, no question. Actually, if anything, I wouldn't mind seeing that match on this coming Monday's Raw. It hasn't been announced, but wouldn't be a bad idea. And then I wrote here, rarely seen running power bomb delivered by Anderson. Now, I've always said that when it comes to a move like the power bomb, it's always amazing to see a smaller size superstar deliver that move, because you know, for one, I'm used to seeing the bigger guys deliver moves like a power bomb or a power slam, or even a running power slam, right? So to see a smaller guy like Anderson do a move like the power bomb, it was pretty impressive. And I have a wow moment here. Scoop slam on the outside by Rhea Ripley to Luke Gallows. Yeah, so of course, as always, the other members of the Judgment Day got involved. And of course, that had to be, if not the highlight of the match, it had to be the highlight of the night. I mean, well, of course, Rhea lifting up Gallows like she did, and I mean, I always thought Rhea was a badass anyway, but she definitely showed her superiority in being able to deliver a move like, much less a scoop slam to such a big guy like Gallows. So that was pretty cool. So the match ended off like this. So Dominic distracts the ref, and again, the other members of the Judgment Day getting involved. And Rhea gives a low blow to Anderson, and Balor pins Anderson for the victory. So again, I mean, you had to expect that, right? That the other members of the Judgment Day getting involved, and I mean, of course, the ref wasn't smart enough to kick them out. I mean, now that I think of it, you know, at least ever since the Judgment Day has formed with Dominic, right? They they haven't really been like kicked out of a match, you know, by a ref, because they've always seemed to get involved somehow. Like, didn't matter how, just at least one or two, if not all members of Judgment Day get involved in each other's matches. So it was really no surprise. Okay, so next match we have here is The Miz against R-Truth, who we hadn't seen in quite a while in the ring, which honestly is fine by me. I really can't stand R-Truth, although I did rub shoulders with him. I actually met him. I had met him just outside an arena where a house show was going on up here in Toronto. And he was cool with all us fans, took photos with all of us, and you know, pretty straight up fellow, but honestly not the best in the ring. But he is a veteran, so I give him that respect. Um, I don't have much opinion on this match. I mean, I wrote down pretty even match overall. So yeah, but sort of a funny moment, not funny for the Miz, but sort of a funny moment was he gets distracted in in the crowd by someone who he thought was Dexter Loomis, but it was kind of funny. It turned out to be Johnny Gargano, and if I recall correctly, they had run into each other in the back before the Miz's match. They were talking, and if I recall, Gargano was like, you just got to get this guy off your mind, right? He's gone, he's finished. But of course, Gargano pulls a trick of his own and shows up in the crowd and is supposedly what the Miz thought was Dexter Lumis, but turned out to be Gargano. So that was kind of funny. Although I do like the Miz, so a small part of me felt bad for him. um, yeah. So I didn't really find any specific moves that were outstanding. Like again, both guys have about the same experience. I mean, the Miz I think started not not too long before R-Truth first came around. Um, the way the match ended was Truth rolled up Miz for the pin, and you can credit some of that to the distraction that poor Miz had in the crowd. So it was pretty much worn off by the appearance of, again, who we thought it was Dexter Lumis, but it turned out to be Gargano. But good for R-Truth. He picked up the win, and again, a small part of me still feel bad for the Miz. Okay, next match we have here is Austin Theory against Mustafa Ali, and one of the first moves I liked here was there was a flying head scissor by Ali into a kip up. And I've always said that a combination of at least two, three, maybe even four moves together is always amazing. And Ali definitely had and has that ability, being the more high flyer of the two. You got Theory as the more like scrappy technician type, and then you got Ali the high flyer. So to to put those two moves together, a head scissor and a kip up, was pretty amazing on Ali's part. And then um, I actually one one thing that I noticed about Ali was his ring attire, and it actually made him look like tougher. It made him look like he was. It looked like he was wearing more like boxer trunks, like what you would see in a boxing ring. So to me that actually made him look a little tougher than he pretty much always seems to be, which is, to be honest, not very tough. Um, and then I have here another amazing high flying move, a jump through the ropes into a neck breaker by Ali, and you can imagine how much concentration and timing that all takes. You're jumping not necessarily high in the air, but you're going through the ropes, and you're going to convert it into a neck breaker. So you don't want to hit the ropes and, God forbid, slip up, right? Which almost never happens, but there could be the odd time. So it was very well precise and well done by Ali. And then we had a distraction by Rollins to the ref. Rollins, of course, was on commentary, observing Ali, because Ali had been sort of like threatening, well, not necessarily threatening, but just saying, I'm your next problem. I'm your next challenger for the U.S. title. So Seth wanted to, if anything, get a closer look at his potential next challenger. But that backfired for Ali, because, like I said, Rollins had distracted the ref, and so that leads to Theory giving A-Town down, and the the eventual pinfall victory. And for the record, I still call Theory. I call him the little kid with his lunchbox, and once again referring to the Money in the Bank contract. Now here's a, you know what? Now I just thought of this now. And you all are welcome to leave comments in the comments section, or Say whatever you will in any way, but I'm going to lay out a question to all of you, and I'm going to answer my own question too. Who do you all think will Theory cash in on and when? And with a reminder, he has until next year's Money in the Bank pay per view. It could be anyone. You know, whether he'll try again to cash in on Roman like he tried to do at it was at SummerSlam, or actually this leads to another question. I was talking to a buddy of mine. Uh, oh, there's a hey Frankie, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, that's Frank. Yeah. I say, hey, now you see how we just came back down 3 to the Cup champs? Oh yeah, he's talking a little hockey there. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, Frankie, you got to rub that into CJ. Yeah, your teams are facing off tonight. Well, speaking of hockey, ah, Frankie, did you see what my Habs did to the Blues, to St. Louis? Huh? That's a shellacking, bro. 7-4 victory, huh? Yeah, the Blues are going to be singing the blues, just like I predicted, huh? Go Habs, go, huh? Jake the Snake. Hey, Frankie, you want to come in? Come in, please. Feel free to come in. Huh? You're more than welcome. Come on down. I'll give you a Prices Right welcoming. Come on down. All right. Thanks for coming in there, Frank. But you want to jump in? Hey, jump in on the boat here. That's right. Come on in. Come on down. Okay. Um. So yeah. Good for Theory. Picking up the victory. He's growing on me. I like him. He's okay. As Frank say, Christian isn't a hockey fan. Great win for the Habs. We're tied for eighth seed with you. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Look, Frankie, come on in. Come on in. You're more than welcome. I know you're not a modern wrestling era fan as much as, let's say, New Generation, but please, please feel free. Come in. I can send you the link if you'd like. No, wait, Christian would have to do that. But yeah, please, you're more than welcome to come in or stick around in the comment section as you will. Definitely. Yeah. Okay. So on with the Raw review here. Omos was put into another handicap match against 4 average size guys, which once again I don't have much of an opinion as to. It's just building up to the match with Braun Strowman at Crown Jewel, which again I'll give my predictions a bit later on. So, you know, if they're gonna put him up in a handicap match, at least put him up against some like experienced superstars. They're not necessarily main roster guys, but maybe two guys who fight on, let's say, the main event show. But not just these mediocre average guys, right? It's becoming ridiculous already, but nonetheless, that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. Yeah. So yeah, again, this is just all a build up to the match with Braun Strowman at Crown Jewel. Okay, next match here is the Shisher himself, Chad Gable against Elias, or is it Ezekiel? You never know, right? Okay, maybe it is Elias, but could it be Ezekiel? We don't know. Nonetheless, I'll go on here. So one of the first moves I noticed here, so I wrote here, after counter, total back and forth match. Like, this was, you don't see a match like this much often. You see one guy or girl, let's take, for example, a singles match. You see one guy or one girl in control for the first few minutes of a match, and then their opponent has their shining moments, and then you know, then the first, then the second. But here, this was this was back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, counter after counter after counter. I couldn't even find much time to put my notes in because there was just so many different counters. It was crazy. But the first one that stood out to me was I wrote here impressive flying headbutt by Gable, and that actually, Frank, if you're still here, I'm gonna plug a new generation reference. The flying headbutt was done by a guy is who is unfortunately now in WWE heaven, Bam Bam Bigelow, and he was a big fella. He was near like 400 pounds, and for a guy like him to do a flying headbutt off the top rope for a big guy was more than impressive. And just the fact that Gable did that move sort of gave me the flashback. And then I saw here moonsault attempt by Gable countered into a knee to face by Elias. And I've always said counters are amazing, and it takes just so much more concentration, and not just for the superstar who delivers the counter, but the one who's receiving it. They may or may not know what's coming, but when it comes to a counter, you got to be alert. You got to know what to expect, and they may or may not know what to expect. So counters are always amazing, and that definitely worked out, and it eventually led to the drift away finisher for Elias, and he picks up the victory. Or again, could it be Ezekiel? We never know. Could be Ezekiel walking around with a guitar. We don't know. At least we didn't see Riddle walking around with the bongos. That was kind of corny, but funny but corny from last week. But nonetheless, all right. Next match here on last week's Raw was Mr. Baron Corbin, as he's referred to now, against Johnny Gargano or Johnny Wrestling. I don't know. I stick to Gargano. Y'all want to call him Johnny Wrestling? That's fine. He wants to call himself Johnny Wrestling? That's fine too. Uh, all right. So the first move I noticed here was a springboard attempt by Gargano turned into a hard right hand by Corbin. So again, you're seeing the smaller sized superstar in Gargano attempting a springboard, but then you got the more powerful and straight up Corbin just giving like a poof right hand and almost almost knocked poor Gargano out of his tights, if you will. Then I have here spear type move by Gargano under the middle rope. So that was kind of like before when, with Ali, when he did his move through the middle ropes. And again, another impactful move like a spear to be delivered through the ropes takes a lot of precision, concentration, and skill, and it was very well done by Gargano. Then I have here flying DDT off the announce table by Gargano, and once again the combination of height and oh hi there, lover boy. To Frank saying what up. How you doing there, lover boy? Nice to meet you. I'm Matt. What's up? On the boat. How you doing? Thank you to all my chatters here. Nice to see you all. Okay, so just to touch base again, there was a flying DDT off the announce table by Gargano, and always impressive. Podcast this. Oh, this is CJ. Okay. Hi, CJ. How you doing? Okay, very good. Okay. So yeah, the anything like flying anything like to mix up. I know, I know who you are. Yeah. All right, that's cool. Thank you, CJ. Okay, so again, anything like combination of height and power is amazing. You got two different styles of moves, and to be able to put them together is more than amazing. Okay, so the match ends by Gargano gets tripped by JBL. So unfortunately, there was a distraction there, and Corbin picks up the win with his finishing move, the Deep Six. So it seems like, I mean, this is the second week now that JBL is paired up with Corbin. So it seems like we got a manager and superstar relationship going on here, I would say. And, you know, to be honest, not a bad relationship here in terms of manager and superstar pair up. Like let's face it, JBL was the one of the cockiest superstars out there, and whether Corbin was the lone wolf, King Corbin, the general manager, the happy Corbin, or if you will, bum ass Corbin, like Pat McAfee says, who I miss by the way. Um, you know, didn't matter what his moniker was. He was an overall jackass and still is. So yeah. Okay. Um, hang in there, CJ. I'll get to SmackDown sooner than later. And thank you all again for hanging in with me and putting up with my very more than detailed details into what I see here. Okay, so now we have the last match here on from Raw, and it was Bailey versus Bianca Belair. And for the record, I don't. I'm not one to say I told you so, but this was not for the Raw Women's title, and it was never advertised as a title match, and it was not a Raw Women's title match. One of the first moves I noticed here, armbar by Bailey countered into a slam by Belair. So
one pill makes you
what the?
larger, and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't
What the
do
hell?
anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
What the hell? My God, CJ, I love you, bro, but what the hell was that? I mean, I like Jefferson Airplane; they're okay. I mean, I love '60s music, but what the hell, you little bastard! Anyway, I still like you, bro. Don't worry. Okay. I hope that doesn't mean shut up or that I'm talking too much, but I can't
I
help it.
had to.
I like to, yeah, I like to give details. So whatever. I don't want to say f off. I
I
can't.
had to.
It's not in. It's not in me. I love you too much, bro. Anyway, okay. So yeah, you got a submission type move like an armbar countered into a power move like a slam. So there we go again. A combination of two totally different moves put into one is amazing. So good for Bailey on that. Then I have here flying springboard by Belair to the floor on top of Bailey with a little hesitation at first. For the life of me, I don't understand why there was hesitation at first, but good for Belair for delivering the move. Then I have here Bailey attempts this was interesting too. Both superstars attempted their opponent's finishing moves. Bailey attempted a KOD, and then Belair countered with trying to attempt a Bailey to belly. So I found that interesting. That's always fun too. I mean, you don't see it as often, but when you do, it stands out. So that definitely stood out to me. Um, Then I have here. Let's see. Yeah, so that led to a pinfall attempt, but a kick out by Bailey because the last move was a a Bailey to belly attempt by Belair. So that was interesting. Then I have here, yeah, pinfall attempt results in a kick out. Outside interference by a returning Nikki Cross. So no more Nikki ASH anymore, which is honestly fine by me. But um, to be honest, I mean, yeah, we knew it was Nikki Cross, but I would have liked to see the way she looked like even before the Nikki ASH character, right? With the jeans and the like the little Scottish flag thing on her side here. So the crazy, the sort of psychotic character was actually kind of fun. So I missed that Nikki, and I'd like to see that sooner than later. So the distraction by Nikki to Bianca gives Bailey the win, and of course there was no surprise again, outside interference by Dakota Kai, Sky, members of Damage Control. So yeah, overall, Raw was a pretty good show, and of course, the last couple of Raw and Smackdowns before a pay per view or a premium live event are always more they get more exciting as time goes on. And speaking of which, I would like to, as promised, I would like to give my predictions to the up and coming Crown Jewel, and then I'll and then uh, I'll give the cue to CJ, and he'll be right back with us. So so far, unless there's maybe one or two more matches added, so far there are seven matches scheduled for Crown Jewel coming up this Saturday afternoon at I believe it's noon or 1 p.m. Eastern time. I think it's noon, Bianca time, EST. So speaking of Bianca, there is a Raw Women's Championship match with Bianca defending the title against Bailey. This time in a last woman standing match. For those of you who may not be familiar, a last man standing or last woman standing means you beat up your opponent so bad that they can't get up by the referee's count of 10. And you do that, you win the match. And if it's for a title, you retain or become champion. So, and I would like to see. I've always had a loyalty towards Bailey, so I would love to see her triumph. But with, I mean, a last woman standing match, part of it is no disqualification, no pinfall, no count out, nothing like that. If she does win, which I would like to see, I personally hope there will be no interference by the other members of Damage Control, but let's face it, there probably will be. So whatever, if it happens, it happens, and my prediction is that, or what I'd like to see anyway, is that Bailey becomes Raw Women's Champion. But to be honest, I think most likely Bianca will retain. But my prediction is for Bailey to become champion. Okay, speaking of championship matches, another one is for the undisputed tag team titles with the Usos defending against Ridge Holland and Butch, Brawling Brutes. I'm getting more and more impressed with the Brutes. Like especially their teamwork, and you got the more powerful Holland paired up with the more scrappy and high flying Butch. But I've always had a loyalty towards the Usos and the rest of the bloodline and their whole family. So I gotta go. I gotta go. We the ones. Usos are gonna retain. And you know what? I'm gonna throw another question out there. The Usos have been champions for quite a while now. I think well over at least a year. So here's a question: who do you all think will end their title reign? Like which current team might end their reign, or maybe a newly formed team might end their reign? Who knows? Um, to be honest, I can't even answer that question. You never know. And that's the same thing with. I'll get to Roman Reigns in a little bit, but just to touch base, I had a buddy of mine ask me, who do you think will end uh, Roman's reign, if you will, as undisputed WWE champion? And I actually went out on a limb and said maybe Seth freaking Rollins. There's a possibility. He's pretty much the first one that came to mind. So we'll see what happens. You never know. Okay. So for the matter, I'll go with the Usos retaining the titles, and then the next match listed here is of course Braun Strowman against Omos. Now, of course, it was interesting to see Strowman having to look up at Omos, so seeing that Strowman is actually the shorter of the two in terms of height. I mean, for as long as Omos has been there, and he has been for a little while now, overall I find Strowman more fun to watch and a more amazing physique. So and overall I'd say more powerful. So I'm gonna go with Strowman picking up the win over Omos, and for that matter, get MVP the hell out of there. I can't stand him. No, I can't stand him. Okay, and then we have a six-man tag here. So all members of the OC, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, along with Luke Gallows and Anderson against Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic. You know what? I've always said I have a loyalty towards Finn Balor because he gave me a high five one time at a house show, so that was cool. That was back when he was Intercontinental Champion. He was having a match against Bobby Lashley, for the record. But I mean, I've also had a loyalty towards the phenomenal one. So in a way, I'm sort of tied in between, but I'm actually going to lean towards the OC picking up the win because they're a little more better in terms of teamwork and coordination with each other and more familiar with each other. So I think that'll give them the advantage and give them the victory. So again, the OC I think will defeat the Judgment Day. Okay, and then we have here Brock Lesnar against Bobby Lashley. Not too much thought here. I mean, this will be, of course, a battle of two powerhouses, two monsters, if you will. And I mean, I've always said I like Brock's new character and new stint, like the cowboy Brock thing or whatever. But even despite all that, I'm actually going to go for Lashley because overall we've seen more of him lately, so give him a better idea as to what to expect. So and honestly, I feel overall Lashley's the more powerful of the two, and for as long as the match goes, I feel it'll be more for Lashley's advantage. So I'll go for Lashley picking up the victory over Lesnar. And then, of course, there's the big one, the undisputed WWE Universal title match with Roman Reigns against defending the title against Logan Paul. I will go on the record once again to say that Logan Paul is going to have his ass kicked. He is going to be broken into pieces, not just in half. He's going to be broken into pieces by the head of the table, our tribal chief, not just mine, our tribal chief. You know, the ones. I'm with Roman Reigns all the way. If they give the title to Logan Paul, I honestly don't know what I'll do. I mean, I can't say that I will never watch WWE programming ever again. I can't say that, but I don't. My jaw will drop. My jaw might just fall off my face if that happens. But you know, good luck to Logan Paul out of respect, but he is not going to become champion, no question. Okay, so that's my crown jewel predictions, and CJ, if you're still in the house, come on back in. I'm ready to do the SmackDown reviews. So I'll just give CJ a little shout out here. A sec here. Yeah. So yeah. Anyone, like I said, anyone who's watching here, you're more than welcome to give predictions of your own for Crown Jewel. And once again, I'll be I'll be missing in action for any reviews for next weekend, including this show RawDown, and whether CJ will do a Crown Jewel review is yet to be determined. Um, you know, he most likely will. He likes to do that, but see, I'm going to be catching Crown Jewel later than when it starts. So I'll pretty much be behind. Can I stall? Okay. Okay. Well, um, I guess what I can do is I'll go into a little of my SmackDown reviews, and whenever CJ is ready, he can come in. Okay. So, um, anyone who's watching, I don't want to stall you all too much. So CJ's going to be here in a few minutes, about 5 minutes or so. So I'll just get into my reviews and try not to finish without him. Although with all the talking I do, I'm sure he'll be fine. Maybe I'll most likely still be talking about the first match by the time he comes on here. So so SmackDown this week started off with the Brawling Brutes against Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa. First move I noticed here was a double 10 beats of the Baldwin by the Brutes on Sami. And, you know, to this day, I never knew what a Baldwin was. So I took the time and Googled it. And a Baldwin is, it's actually like an Irish musical instrument. It's like a drum. And so when they call the move the 10 beats of the Baldwin, like what Sheamus does, the punching on the chest of his opponent, um, it was neat when the Brutes did it on Sami. You know, like each of them doing the chest beating, and so that was a neat sort of interpretation. Of course, with Sheamus not being in action because unfortunately he suffered a shoulder injury thanks to an attack by the Usos last week. So he had to have, if I'm not mistaken, he had to have surgery. So unfortunately, we won't be seeing Sheamus for a little while at least. So that was a pretty bad shoulder injury. And then I wrote down here an ouch moment. Choke slam type move by Sikoa to Butch on the apron. Now, excuse me. I've always said that anything done on the apron is got to be one of, if not the most painful spots to deliver a move. A move much less like the choke slam, because the choke slam is another more powerful, impactful move, and to do it on the apron again, that's wood. That's wood underneath there, and as much impact as Sikoa gave uh, to Sammy on that move, or excuse me, not to Sammy, that's his partner. Excuse me, to Butch. I apologize. So that was to Butch, and that had to hurt him big time, because he too is the smaller of the brutes. So to have less bulk on him doesn't really help much, because he pretty much takes the pain more than let's say Rich Holland was, if the move was given to Holland instead of Butch. Then I have here, the match ended by, oh, there you are. There you are, CJ.
Here I am.
I told you. Guess who's back?
Can you
Back
hear me?
again. Yeah, fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
perfect. So, okay. So I was just getting to how the match ended with the Brutes and Sammy and
Hey,
Solo.
can we
So
talk about something real quick?
sure, go on. Go ahead.
I'm
Sure.
sure you covered this at the start. I
Okay.
love that bloodline, and I love that bloodline promo.
Oh gosh, I can't even remember what I said. You remember what I said? I don't.
No, I don't, but it's playback, so it's YouTube. So, but
Okay.
listen, I absolutely loved that whole opening. Did you like it
The opening, you mean to SmackDown?
with Bloodline?
Oh, oh yes, yes. Oh yeah, that's right. When Roman showed up,
Did you even catch
and
what happened?
Jay was saying that, oh, I don't care what the tribal chief says, and Roman's head almost snapped. He's like, huh? What the hell did you just
Is that
say?
all you
So
caught from that? Can I ask
that's what
that?
I remember. That's what I
Okay,
remember. So,
Sammy.
hey,
He
go on with that.
said, I can't say it without laughing. I'm sorry, but
That's all right.
Sammy says Jay doesn't mean that. He just
Oh
hasn't been
yeah,
feeling very oozy.
hasn't been him. Yeah, yeah, that was funny. It was. I was laughing at that too. I remember now.
He was.
Yeah.
I can't. He hasn't been feeling very oozy lately, so that's why he said that. And
That's right.
everybody in the ring, if you pay attention and you
Mhm.
watch, Roman cracks a smile,
Yeah.
and he's trying to
And
compose
Jimmy was
himself.
hiding his face too. I remember
Jimmy
now.
was too, right? And
Even
then
Heyman
at
was
some
too.
point, Roman repeated what Sami Zayn said. He's like, "Is that true? You can't control your Usi?" And when he said that, Sami Zayn said, "It happens to all of us. Not all of us can control Uzi."
hmm
Right then
That's
and
right.
there, that's when Jay broke and he started cracking up laughing.
That's right.
That's hilarious.
It was. It was. I remember me and my parents. We were all laughing. It was hilarious.
I told my
Yeah.
dad that this morning and he was laughing at it. I'm like,
hmm Yeah,
it was
and what's scary is that even the word, if you could call it a word, the word "Usi" has sort of slipped into my dialogue recently.
same in this household. Yep, yep.
Yeah, and
Mom's not
and
act,
li-
I always say, Mom's not acting very Uzi.
yeah, I sort of it's sort of slid into my lingo, and
Yeah.
honestly, when me and my parents when we thank each other for something, we literally say thank you.
Thank
It's
you. Yeah.
and we literally do. It's crazy. So just to round up, there was a roll up pin by Butch that gave the Brutes the win. So good for them on that part.
I apologize for my lateness. Bakery Music
No,
was
that's
reacting to
fine.
one of my songs, so I wanted to watch
Yeah,
that.
And what the hell was that with the Jefferson Airplane stuff?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, sure you
It
do.
wasn't
What the hell
me.
was that? Oh, it wasn't. Okay,
It
all right.
wasn't.
Okay,
It
fine.
must have been
That's fine.
Frank.
Oh, interesting. All right. I know he was watching. Yeah, but no, that's fine. It wasn't.
It had
It
to be
wasn't that
Frank.
long.
It had to
Wasn't
have
that
been
long.
Frank.
That's okay. He's cool. He's our dog.
Hey,
He's cool.
hey, it's me. It
Yeah.
was me.
Oh, it
I'm gonna
was you.
play it. Let me play it a little bit more. Hang on.
Oh gosh. All right.
It was me. It was me.
I see.
I wanted to
Fair
creep
enough.
you out. I was hoping
Fair
to
enough.
creep you out, but
Oh yeah, it did a little. Well, speaking of creeping out, it's certainly the appropriate weekend for that, with Halloween coming up
Halloween on
on
Monday.
Monday. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and definitely
You
looking.
should see my neighborhood.
Definitely not really much. I mean, I don't have a lot of younger kids or young families here on my street, so we're not really expecting that much in terms of trick or treaters. How about yourself? What about your street?
Yeah, I have like on my nephews.
Yeah, there you go. There you
And
go. That's
and I
fine.
don't know if you know this or not, Nat, but my
Mhm.
nephews, they live 2 streets above me and around the corner. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Oh, you like Jefferson
This
Airplane,
is
do
a
you?
song I'm gonna play.
One
Excellent.
pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you
Ooh.
small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go
Ooh.
ask Alice
Mhm.
when she's 10 feet tall.
Am I crazy
Wow.
or is that song creepy?
It does, and again, it's perfect. It's perfectly appropriate
Okay. So
for
I'm
this
not the
time of
only one that
year.
thinks the song is creepy. Because I played this for my parents. My mom loves this song.
Hmm.
And she's like, it's not creepy at all. I'm like,
Hmm.
uh, and I played it for dad. He's like, no, it's not that creepy.
Hmm.
So, like, it's kind of creepy. Acapella.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'd like to recommend then another song from the '60s. It's called "Spooky," and that's a little. If you could probably find it here on YouTube. It's called "Spooky," and it's literally talking about a guy whose girlfriend acts a lot like a ghost. You know, she appears and then she disappears, and it's creeping him out. So it's sort of an
Mm.
appropriate Halloween type song. Yeah.
You know what song I remember?
Hmm.
This was a song back when I was fucking, I'll say kindergarten, preschool,
Hmm.
first grade. We're going to take a walk to a place that's kind of spooky. It's really
Hmm.
kind of fun, but kooky, but creepy. I look above my head, but my eyes can barely see. Let me see if I can remember the lyrics.
Hmm.
Listen to me in tall grass. Stay together. Follow me.
Ooh.
And that noise is like you're walking in the grass, right?
Oh my God.
And then
Wow.
let me see if I can find it on YouTube. Talk for a second while I try to find it on YouTube.
Okay, sure. So I'll go on here. I can go on with the next match. Is that right? Yeah. Or did you want to give? Did you want to give?
Here you go. I got
Okay.
you. I got you. Ready?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And I hope we don't get blocked for this. So
Yeah.
we won't.
Yeah.
We
I hope
won't.
not. I hope not. Yeah.
Would you like to take a spooky walk with me? Sit
Spooky
down with
walk.
your legs straight out in front of you. Now tap your legs with your hands one at a time as if you were walking. Repeat each phrase back to me if you can. Are you ready?
Repeat
Let's
this now.
Ooh. Wow. Actually sounds pretty good.
We're
Right?
gonna take a walk to a place that's dark and spooky.
We're gonna take a walk to a place that's dark and spooky.
This could be kind of fun and creepy and kooky.
This could be kind of fun and creepy and kooky.
I look out up ahead, but my eyes can barely see.
I look out up ahead, but my eyes can barely see.
We'll soon be in tall grass. Stay together, follow me.
And you're walking through the grass, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
A black cat and a
Crazy.
scary bat.
Black cat, scary bat. I remember the witch part the most.
We're gonna take a
Yeah.
walk to a place that's dark and spooky.
We're gonna take a walk to a place that's dark and spooky.
This could be kind of fun and creepy and kooky.
This could be kind of fun and creepy and kooky.
I look out
You
up
better-
ahead,
hey,
but my eyes
hey,
can barely see.
Yeah.
You gotta repeat with me.
Oh gosh. Well, it's the first time I'm listening to this, so it's a little more difficult for
Well,
me.
he gives you a chance to repeat, so
I look out up ahead, but my eyes can barely see.
We'll soon be in a river. Stay together, swim with me. Whoa.
so right here, listen close, and when he's gonna
Yeah.
say something, when the kids start, that's when you start.
Gotcha.
Did you see that? A witch is on her broom, flying by the moon. We're gonna take a walk to a place
There you go,
that's dark
Nat.
and spooky.
We're
Let's
gonna
take a walk to a place that's dark and
spooky.
This could be kind of fun and creepy and kooky.
This could be kind of fun and creepy and kooky.
I look out up ahead, but my eyes can barely see.
I look above my head, but my eyes can barely see.
We'll soon be in that cave. Stay together, follow me.
We'll
So-
soonly be in that cave. Stay together, follow me.
Wow.
Sure is dark in here. Feel the left side. It's cold and slimy.
Ew.
Feel the right side. It's cold and slimy too.
Bro, where's my ex's heart?
This is really something.
Whoa! Did you hear that? Rattling bones and ghostly moans.
Let's get out of here.
Here.
Out of the cave. Swim back through the river. Back through the tall grass. Into the room. Close the door. Whoa, that was scary.
Oh my god.
There you go.
It's kind of
Wait,
funny.
did you get scared?
A little bit here and there, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of creepy, but again, very, very appropriate for.
Hey,
this time of
that's
year.
the stuff I grew up on, man. I love that song.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I always loved like music from the '60s and stuff. So I like
So,
stuff like
so you
the,
like that? So you probably like that song, "White Rabbit."
yeah. Actually, I do. I've heard it a
Uh-huh.
few times, and then
Uh-huh.
I like the Monster Mash and again,
the
this-
Monster Mash, the
the
Monster
Mash. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the song I recommend called Spooky. Yeah. Spooky. So but
By
that's my
who?
Halloween stuff. They're
By
called they're called classics and with the Roman numeral for 4. Classics 4, spooky. Look it up on YouTube, you'll see.
Spooky 564.
Classics 4. Classics and the Roman numeral for 4. So classics 4, spooky. You'll see what I
Okay,
mean.
I got you.
Yeah, classics 4. Play that. I want to hear that. Play it. Now that we're getting into it, play
Here
that.
we go. Let me just share
Yeah.
screen, Chrome tab. There you go.
A little spooktacular there, folks. Getting into the Halloween spirit. There it is. Yeah.
In the cool of the everything is getting kind of groovy. I call you up and ask you if you'd like to go with me and see a movie. First you said no, you got some plans for the night, and then you stop and say, alright, love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, you're a good one, Nat. When this
Yeah,
is
you like
good,
that?
Here you go. Here you go. Hang
Yeah.
on. I know you don't like rap, but let me.
I don't much.
Let me show
Go
you
on.
something really good here.
Okay.
This is the Halloween Cypher 5.0. So a bunch of like Halloween-esque characters are gonna rap.
Okay. Oh my god, this should be funny.
Starburst, Snickers.
Boy DJ,
Here you go.
All right.
it's your boy DJ Rona, killing shit all 2020.
Did you get that?
Oh my god.
You got
That
that?
looks funny. That looks funny.
Did
Yeah.
you get it though? DJ Rona killing shit all 2020.
Sort of. Yeah. But
Corona?
I'm just.
Like
Oh.
Corona,
Oh
DJ
shit.
Rona.
Yeah. Oh
killing
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Right.
Starburst, Snickers, Skittles.
Gotcha.
I got
Gotcha.
that. I'm the plug, baby.
Yeah.
Candy man, but ain't shit sweet. Pull up with the clippers, but I ain't PG. All that blood never stain my mink. It go bye, but it ain't in sync. Let's go. I'ma stop killing when the earth flat. I'm the one that brought the murder hornets. I could burp that. Golden crust boy, better jerk that. Why you in the mirror flipping switches? Put your skirt back. Say my name 5 times, better look up. Discounts for your funeral. I got the hook up. I'm Scott Storch in your organ still. It could be your last dance. I make Jordan and Pill. Wildin' out, punch Nick in his retina. And
Wildin' out, punch Nick in his retina. Nick Cannon.
Ouch.
Wildin' out.
Ouch.
Yeah.
in the bathroom, I pop shit like an enema. 2020, that's a
Nick Cannon is the host of Wildin' Out. So
Nick
horror
Cannon's
film
also the host of Masked
If it was a
Singer.
movie, you'd become
sorry.
into it.
Nick Cannon's also the host of Masked Singer.
Yeah.
which I love.
America.
Yeah,
Bitch.
Masked Singer, yeah.
Here we go. We got Chucky coming up.
Oh yeah, Brother Chucky.
It's your boy Charles. Hold my
Charles, not
Oh my
Chucky.
God.
Charles.
Yeah, Charles.
I guess
yeah.
they let Chucky out the box. Shout out to Tiffany, she got that good whack.
Hey.
All these treats, but a trick ain't one. I got 69 problems, but a snitch ain't one. Pick a knife, stainless steel or ceramic. Gordon Ramsay, I'm putting fools on a platter.
Yeah.
I'm 2'5", who to move my ladder? I'm a white boy, so I think my blue eyes matter.
I'm a white boy, so I think my blue eyes matter.
Eyes matter.
Either respect or they fear him. You ain't a gangster, your real name is Clarence. If I had a mom, she would look like Karen. Shorty wanna get with me, cause she think I'm Ed Sheeran. Yee. Listen, I don't play fair. Stone Cold Stunner, every kid in daycare. What, Chuck Norris couldn't stay here. All this child's play, think I worked the Wayfair. Damn.
I know you caught that Stone Cold reference.
I did. Stone Cold Stunner to every kid or something like that.
Stone Cold Stunner,
This
every
is
kid in daycare. Yeah.
This is funny shit, man.
Yo, where Dre at?
Oh, Michael Myers.
Okay, Mikey's back.
Yeah.
Black Air Force Ones, come fight me, scrap. I got Peter on the phone while I load my strap. Cause it's Halloween, I might murk Doja Cat. Man, I'm focused, masked up way before COVID. I'm smoking the whole damn Cash Joe
I
Rogan.
masked up way before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's wise man stays unspoken. Rest in peace, Nip Blue jumpsuit, low kid.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Freddy, what's cracking? Last year, Halloween cypher, they was lacking. Straight face gang, where you at? We ain't laughing. Treated like my hospital scenes overlap. I got a once a year curfew. Top floor window in the corner, that's a bird view. Lumen's got the dogs on watch like Furbo. Probably cause we all blast toys like Squirtle. West side of Haddonfield.
That's got to be a Pokemon bar, Squirtle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we go. This one is
there it
funny.
is.
I don't know if we're gonna catch this first part in that, but this dude's hilarious.
Okay, let's see.
I don't want to be a killer no more.
I'm not a killer, I just cut a lot.
I love how
Did you get that reference?
Sort of, yeah.
The song is called. The song is. I don't want to be a player no more. I'm not a player. I just curse a lot.
Oh,
So,
okay.
So they changed that to.
Mhm.
They changed that to this.
I don't want to be a killer no more.
I'm not a killer, I just cut a lot.
I love how it feels when she runs and she hits the floor.
Then let me drown, baby. Let me drown. But I'm back at it. I woke up. I said, let me take a stab at it. I got a little alopecia. Don't laugh at it. A mama's boy, because I got a deadbeat daddy. Yeah, the kid saying TGIF come Friday. This will be my 13th death. Might need a lifeguard. I could drown in the strip. Could have signed it and won. All these bones I collect. Oh, Camp Crystal Lake. I'm having a tour. I'm packing the more. Back a girl that I'm back in her car. I grab him with force. Pull his heart out the back of his core. They call me Michonne because they know that I'm black with a sword. Hey.
Oh my god.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. Disturbing the peace like I'm ludicrous. Oh, I think somebody needs saving. Shaking in and out, that's what I call a Wes Craven. God, he thought he stayed awake for the moment. I got a little something for his ass, melatonin. Got him, welcome down street, bitch. Bullets before 12, free entry, bitch.
Yeah. Did SmackDown do anything for Halloween this year?
Is there a new what? Sorry?
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase.
Yeah.
Did SmackDown do anything for Halloween this year?
No, I don't think so. If anything, there'll be something like a Halloween theme this coming Monday on Raw, I would guess.
Yeah, that would be my guess, but yeah.
Do me a favor, do me like one more music thing. The video for Backstreet's Back by the Backstreet Boys. Play me that, and then we'll get back to the
Let me
review.
guess. You want it from Slash Street Boys?
No, the original.
Or the actual
No,
version?
no. The actual version. Yeah. The actual Backstreet Boys video.
Everybody.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see some of that. And then we'll get back to the review. Let's see that.
I was trying to confirm because like there's a
I know I
group
saw
of-
it. I saw it
Okay.
in your recommendations there, but
Yeah,
no,
okay.
let's stick with originality.
Okay.
Mhm. This is what I grew up
And by
with.
the
This
way,
was
I
like,
grew up with the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and all that stuff.
I finally
so-
saw them live this year, Backstreet Boys.
Nice.
I had been a big fan for like 25 years, and I finally saw them live.
Nice.
Second time the bus broke down. That ain't my fault. Yo,
Let it play.
Yo, wait, I'm trying to get a hold of man.
I'm gonna go to the restroom while it plays.
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
The bus broke down. I'll get it fixed. Y'all just chill here for a minute.
Honestly, this place is creepy.
I'll be back. That's you. rock your body, yeah. Everybody, yeah. Rock your body right. Back streets back, alright. Hey, now, oh my God, we're back again. Brothers, sisters, everybody sing. Gonna bring the flame, I'll show you how. Got a question for you, better answer now. Yeah. Am I original?
Yeah.
Am I the only one? Yeah. Am I sexual? Yeah. Am I everything you need? You better rock your body now. Everybody. Rock your body.
Hey, we better stop because
All right, yeah,
we'll make
let's get in. Let's get back to our review. Oh, thank you for playing that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, with
Now,
YouTube,
now
we got to be
just for the
careful because
yeah,
copyright. So
yeah, yeah. But just for the record, though, a little background on the video. As far as I know, the dance floor that they used in that video, as far as I know, it's actually in the Smithsonian. Like that's how historical
the
it's
what
become.
word?
It's been the Smithsonian. It's
What word?
literally
Or
the dance floor, the dance
Ooh,
floor that they use in that video. Yeah, and basically the basic idea behind it was that the guys wanted to do sort of like a little tribute to the Thriller video,
'cause
right? They
this is
wanted to do
Thriller. Yeah,
exactly. They wanted to do like their own sort of tribute and sort of similar idea to the Thriller album. So that's where that whole thing came in. Yeah.
nice.
All right. Speaking of reviews, let's get back to the SmackDown review. So, what was your overall thought on the Brutes and Sammy Solo match
You know, the only thing I watched from SmackDown this week was that Usos Sami Zayn segment.
at the beginning?
The bloodline, yeah.
So did you
I really didn't
did
watch much SmackDown
uh-huh.
because, so for those of you who don't know, which is all of you out there in YouTube land, when I went to Blackhawk up in Monday,
Hmm.
I actually left my wallet up there,
Yeah.
and that's a 2.5 hour drive.
Hmm.
So when I went up there so I went up there yesterday with my uncle, and we played for a little bit. I had another beer,
Hmm.
and I played blackjack. I believe it
Hmm.
was. It's the game where you got to get 21 to win,
Yeah, that's
and
blackjack.
I
Yeah.
played that game, and I did pretty good. And then after the game, after we got done playing, my uncle and I went up to Old Chicago, and
Mm.
we ate dinner there, and then I came home.
Hmm.
So I didn't really watch much SmackDown. By the time I
Okay.
got home last night, it was, I want to say like 8:30, 8:35.
Hmm.
SmackDown was about an hour and a half over with at that point.
Ah,
So
okay.
I shouldn't
Oh, you
watch it. So
okay? So you know what? I'll help you out too here. Then
there you
I
go.
got my details here, and if you want, I'll do like what I did for Raw. It's fine. If I'll catch you up as well as our viewers here. So
Please do.
yeah, glad to. Okay. So and thanks again for the music. That was a nice little break in
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah.
before you sign off here, just a reminder for our viewers here, CJ, you'll do
Well,
you'll do
before
next
I
week's
sign off, I
RawDown.
wanted to just introduce you to somebody.
Okay.
He's also a rapper.
All right.
But I mean, you're not gonna have to say hi or nothing like that, but just listen
Mm-hmm.
to him because
Okay.
his name is he's a rapper
Mm-hmm.
and he does like freestyle stuff.
All right.
And I'll show you him now real quick, and then I'll hop off.
Okay. Sure.
Um, his name is oh crap, why can't I remember his name now all of a sudden? Freak.
Okay. But just out of curiosity, before I forget,
Go ahead.
Are you going to be doing a Crown Jewel review?
I might.
Okay.
I might. Yeah, I might do a
Okay.
watch along, actually.
Okay, sure.
So the rapper
right.
that I wanted to introduce you, that I wanted to show you, I guess I guess that's the best way to say introduce you.
All right.
I'm going to show you. His name is Harry Mack,
Okay.
and he does some freestyle rapping,
All right.
and this guy is just tremendous.
Mm.
Let me see.
To be honest, I'm not crazy about rap, but
I want to
I'll
make
take
sure
your
I
word for
find
it.
Well, I know you, but just I know you're not a big fan of rap, but this guy is a little
No.
bit different.
Oh,
I promise. I promise.
okay.
I'm not
Okay.
going to show
Fair.
you somebody that sucks.
I'll take your word for it, then. That's fine.
So so specifically, I want you to watch the girls he's about to rap for.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
All right.
Do you see how they look?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, they look bored, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Batman. But easy.
So pay attention to them till the very end.
An eyeliner.
Okay.
What do you have for me in the orange?
I don't know. Water?
All right. What's like a complicated word that you can think of?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I've never been given that.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Expialidocious. That's the first thing that comes to
Well,
mind.
watch this too.
Tyrannosaurus.
Snapchat.
Snapchat. Be truly in the. I'm going. They love the way that. Yeah. They can't ignore us. These rappers bore us. I'm a scary dinosaur like Tyrannosaurus. Yeah, they love the way that I flex. I'ma snap your necks. Compare me to a T-Rex. I'm going in once
So they gave him all these words, and now he's got to rap with them.
again, breaking up the cage. Every time that I be spitting, I be truly in a rage. Yeah, I be mad fat, go over heads like a snapback. You should probably video this, post it on Snapchat. It's about to go viral. Post me on your social fucking media. They can't really believe they see him, bro. I be all up in it while I'm rapping for y'all. You can tell we got them views from the plaque on the wall. Yeah, when it comes to lyrics, Harry Mack been doing more work. I was like, give me a word. You in the orange shirt. She was like, I don't know.
Do you see that? She's wearing the orange shirt.
Yeah.
Look at her face.
It's crazy.
I don't know. Let me think of something. Yeah, every time I'm in your speakers, keep on bumping. Yeah, y'all know that the Mac be doing better. I said, what you got for me in the Las Vegas sweater? Yeah, you know that I'm out here to get props. She was like, Snapchat, okay, TikTok, H-Mac, I got exactly what you need.
Snapchat.
Okay, basically the category is social feeds. Mac, I'm up on it, and you know I always been the man.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, TikTok too, yeah.
So while we at it, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And yo, I break them all down to let the people know. I'm about to kill the game while I keep the lethal flow. I was like, nah, new words. Hold up, what we got on next? Give me like a crazy ass long word that's complex. She was like, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Have you noticed Max the dopest? I compose this magnum opus off the tip of.
How do you do that?
This is crazy.
Did you hear him?
Yeah.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
How do you? Yeah. How do you wrap it? That's crazy.
Low pro and conspicuous. And yo, I break them all down to let the people know. I'm about to kill the game while I kick the lethal flow. I was like, nah, new words. Hold up, what we got on next? Give me like a crazy ass long word that's complex. She was like, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Have you noticed Max the dopest? I compose this magnum opus off the tip of this. I'm too ridiculous. Low pro and conspicuous. There's no way to get rid of this. Mouths open wide from the vibe I provide. Open up your skull, your brain, I climb inside. It's a vibe. Hey, any track I speak on. Shouts out to the girl in the orange with the bleach blonde. White hair, I'm right there. I'm here.
You see her, right?
Yeah.
To let you know how many lyrics can I kick? I told y'all several. Get you high like medical or eating weed edibles. Harry Mack, you know I'm masterful like Master Shredder, bro.
I'm masterful like Master Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Yeah.
The rat.
Yeah, now I'm gonna make these wet clowns back down. Shout my homie Anthony, that's right, in the background. Hey yo, y'all know that I blurt them flames. He's like, what the fuck is going on? No, dog, I heard your name. Don't worry. I'll make these.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, but to be honest,
watch the guy in the background.
Wet clown. Henry Mac, you know I'm masterful like Master Shredder, bro. Yeah, now I'm gonna make these wet clowns back down. Shout my homie Anthony, that's right.
Right there.
Yeah.
See him?
Yeah.
In the background. Hey yo, y'all know that I blurt them flames. He's like, what the fuck is going on? No, dog, I heard your name. Don't worry, it's not coming through the IP address. Yeah, when I said your name, most likely you're stressed. Yeah, I'm representing for the land that I stand on. I bleed on these tracks. The beat is like a tampon. H-Mac, y'all know that my mental's vital. I said I bleed on instrumentals like a menstrual cycle. Yeah, H-Mac going in. Styles, I got a myriad on point like pyramids. I'm the illest wrap up period. Yeah, break it down for you.
Got that right now. Please tell me you got that.
I did. Yeah, all of it. What the fuck? Yeah, you guys should be so lucky you don't go through that shit every month.
Bleed on these
what the fuck?
like a tampon.
Yeah. All right.
Let's
cut this, bro. Let's get back to the
all right.
review.
You want to end it? All right.
I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but this
No,
is not up my alley. I'm sorry. You're cool, but this is not cool. Yeah.
All right.
You're cool, but that shit isn't.
Next week.
Okay. Yeah.
Next week, I think I'm going to do a live watch along because Nat won't be here. She's going to be celebrating his mother's birthday. So
my mom's birthday. That's right. My own mama retro. Yeah. That's right.
So shout out to Nat's mom. Happy birthday to her and all that stuff.
There you
Hope
go.
you guys have a fun day.
Well, definitely. Yeah, we're gonna
So
catch.
I'll be here.
We're gonna catch.
I'll be doing a live watch along. Maybe I'll have a guest. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I haven't really planned for next week yet. So, but I'll plan throughout the week. Also, if you guys have noticed, that area right over here where my dresser used to be. Completely abandoned currently. I'm going to be putting shelves up over there and painting the entire room. So
nice.
Yeah, anyway, until next time. She's Nat. I'm CJ. We'll see y'all next week. Deuces.
See y'all, CJ. All right. Take care.
You too.